we'll do it the rest of the week.
Well, happy Monday, everybody. What an error occurred. Oh yeah, I can't be on Twitter. I forgot. Anyway, it's fine. Hi everybody. Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well. Bobby's vacation, Bobby still. So, how's it going,
Yeah,
vacation,
Road
Bobby?
Bobby. Oh, I'm doing well, man. I did grow this weekend. I'm staying at North Myrtle. My mom and I are hanging out. And this is,
Dead Crow Comedy Club. Not you didn't actually do a dead crow. That's not like a new
no,
TikTok phase where you sleep with a crow.
I am now the king of the goths because I had sex with that. No, Dead Crow Comedy Club. And like right before somebody kills themselves, where they're so happy that, and people are like, "Oh, that's a sign."
No, I've never heard that. Wait, people are super happy, then they kill themselves? I thought they
Like,
were
like
bummed
the
out.
right, and then the day they make the decision to go through with it, they get in a really good mood and they're super nice to everybody, and everybody's
No.
like they're really happy. Oh yeah, it's like a running theme. But I'm
Yeah, but you
pretty
didn't
sure
think
my
maybe
mom
someone's
thought.
making that up because they can't dispute it since they're dead.
No, I think it's a pretty well known phenomena.
I figured
Unfortunately,
they were just faking it till they make it. But
I
making
mean
it,
that
I
would be
mean dead.
great. That's what I do. Is fake it till I make it. But I'm pretty sure on the way down, my mom thought I was going to kill myself because I was in such a good mood about going to Dead Crow. She's like, "Are you okay? Do I need to worry about this?"
Was your mom like,
But
are you gonna unalive yourself? Like, mom, we're not streaming. You can just say that. You can just say kill yourself.
oh, I always forget we're streaming, and there's limits on
No,
my
I
free
said
speech
both.
there.
I don't care. I just meant I was wondering if your
But
mom
dude,
was gonna
phenomenal
hit.
weekend.
The
No,
shows were
I
good.
wish it was cool.
Did you meet my friend Empty Bottles?
Empty Bottles and I are now BFFs, man. He's hilarious.
He's the
Everybody who
fucking
worked this
best,
weekend
dude.
was great.
But
I was
he's such a
explaining
good
they
dude.
changed
He
the
just really
rules.
is. Yeah.
No, no, I was explaining they changed the rules because of him at the contest because he was so cool. Wasn't he the one who
Matt,
bought
bring
like?
up your mic. Fucking.
Oh, maybe mine's too loud.
Yeah, you're fucking peaking, bro. But it's like that's okay.
Okay, I can turn it down. I think.
That's all right. Kevin always yells at me. He won't yell at you because you're vacation, Bobby. I'm not vacation Pat. Speaking of vacations, real quickly, we're gonna let you guys know some news. The morning show will have to really stop being on in mornings. I'm having to take on other work and responsibilities. We are not 100% sure the exact hours. It will be late afternoon, early evening. I'm thinking somewhere in the 3:30 to 5:30 range, or 4 to 6 range, or something like that, where we can still both do comedy, do whatever. Might have to battle with some of the other dorks you guys watch, but I apologize for that. But our plan is to do the shows live like we do now, but in those time slots, and then put them back out again for everyone in the mornings. You know what I mean? So like that way you can watch it
Yeah,
in the morning, but the commenting stuff will be in the afternoon. You can't hear me at all?
I mean, I hear you
Bobby,
fine, but I hear different than what goes out.
don't know why that would be.
If you go to settings, is there like a automatically adjust mic button?
Is that better, Kevin? Or this is fun when we do a show like this. Just hooray! It looks like it says it's okay.
Now
No,
you're
no, I
yelling.
had it all checked. Now I'm yelling.
No, I was teasing. I was teasing.
Oh, I'm gonna slap you around if I can reach you. Well, I'll see you on Friday. I can slap you then. I forgot.
Yeah.
Um,
What are we doing Friday? Why don't you tell the people about that? Or
I
do
was
you want
trying to
me
tell
to?
them something
Since I
else,
got
but
the
then I
good
have
voice
to.
of God.
Well, I tried to tell them that, but I was trying to tell them the part about us not being on tomorrow first. We'll get to. I'll do plugs. I don't give a shit. But yeah, so tomorrow morning there will be no show at 8 a.m. We'll probably do something in the late afternoon. I'll put up something on YouTube and in the Patreon to let people know, and we'll post things on our social media to let people know. Kevin, is that better? Let me know. The Yeah, and we'll this weekend, Friday and Saturday. Castro? I don't know. No, that's Obama. Friday and Saturday, one show each in at River, a waterfront restaurant. I think that's the whole title of the thing. I don't know. The Brouhaha inside there in Weathersfield. Go to comedycraftbeer.com for your tickets. It'll be me and Bobby and Mike Massaro. It'll be a lot of fun there. Bobby just ran away, so that's fine. Um, Bobby will be back from. I think he's like smuggling drugs into a different country. I think it's where he is with the sunglasses and being out there. But he'll be back in time for the show. He says he's coming back on Thursday. He'll be back on Friday. So, and hopefully he doesn't get arrested by Mexican cartels or anything. And he's back.
Ooh.
There he is.
Mexican cartels. They have what I'm looking for.
Well, I was saying you were running drugs for them. That's what you're really doing. That's why you're coming back on Friday.
You know that Myrtle Beach to Wethersfield, Connecticut pipeline.
Listen, white people to white people connection, baby.
Absolutely.
Bobby Escobar is a good name for you. That's a good name, Terry. Bobby Escobar.
I mean, honestly, can I use that as my stage name Friday? Can you call Ryan?
I'll call you Tardcos. How about that? Instead of Narcos, that's fun.
You know what? If I can get both, I'm okay with it.
Okay.
If sometimes it's Bobby Escobar and sometimes it's Tardcos and sometimes it's Big Boss instead of Rick Ross.
Nice. So you had fun at the comedy club. It was good shows. They treated you nice, all that good stuff. Are you having fun with your family?
So it's just me and my mom, which is nice. We kind of are go with the flow people. It's literally been a you decide what we do today situation, but Dead Crow was incredible. It may be my favorite
come to the
club.
Shows?
She offered to. The headliner was Julia Desmond?
No.
So she's hilarious, but she's like an aggressive lesbian. And it's like very vulgar, over the top, like hilarious. I was dying laughing, but like I was like, I don't know if you want to see this, Mom. It's kind of sexual and you know what I mean?
Hey, Bobby, is that your mom? I'd like to see your labia. Like that kind of lady? Is that what she is?
No, like short and skinny and almost kind of boyish, sometimes wearing combat boots.
Hey, Bobby, is your mom a real woman? I could make her one. Me, Julia
There you
Desmond.
go. She was great, though. MT, your boy, was hilarious. MT, I mean, it was me, I hosted, and then we had two features that like split time, Wills Maxwell and MT, and either one of the shows, like any four of us, it could have been the headliner host. Like it was so cool just hanging out with people.
Nice.
You forget when you're in certain decent crowds. There was supposed to be one headliner, and then Julia's a local, like that's her home club, and then she moved to Brooklyn. So like she came back to kind of fill in, and it was just really cool. Decent crowds. It's weird when you're not in certain microcosms. No, I'm at my actual place and time in Myrtle, Terry. I don't want to share a timeshare. I can come anytime I want. But when you're in certain microcosms, you forget that people can just have fun doing comedy, and like it doesn't matter about your politics or what you agree with. Everybody's there to just make other people laugh. So that was like really cool. But like, dude, from the time you walk in the door guy's doing a corny dance move. You got to learn with him, and everybody's in a good vibe. I truly was in a happy place.
But you have to dance with the door guy?
No, he was just like, he was in a good mood. Like he was messing around with people like, oh, pop your shoulder, just stupid stuff. But like everybody was in a great mood and can't speak highly enough of the place.
That would have ruined my mood. If I got there and the guy's like, yeah, everybody, I'm the door guy. My life is good. I'm like, all right, I need to jump off a cliff. I can't handle that.
That's fair too. I think they're all comedians, so they get the level of intensity to bring to the table.
I'm a comedian. You wouldn't see me dancing at the door. Like you ever see those videos when Vinny Brand is doing his like he pranks people at the door and it's like he makes these videos like, oh, your ticket's no good or whatever. It's like, all right, why are you doing this to them?
Just get the fuck out of my club.
Shouldn't be a show before the show. What the fuck?
What if we did that for our show Friday, Pat? We started pranking people, but we did it like old school Italian mobster style. So we were like, we don't like you in here. And then we all beat them up and then we'd leave them in the streets bloodied.
I don't know if that's a prank. Where's the part where you go surprise?
That's what we say right before we hit them. Surprise.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No. Oh, your presence was felt this weekend in Connecticut, even though you weren't there.
Oh, no.
No, in a good way. It was my nephew Mike's graduation party. And so we were signing the card for him. And I had my name, my girlfriend's name on there, my daughter's boyfriend, Seamus, and Bobby Tamburo written right in the bottom. And he was very excited to have that. Yes, you were in the card. So because he's a fan. So he's excited. He's going to be coming to the show for the album recording. So he's happy to meet you.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I think my brother might be coming to
Mike.
those shows.
So, nice. We're going to have all family there booing us. It's going to be a good time.
Get a real job. Use your college degree.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a fun heckle to do. Speaking of somebody who had a real job and I don't think has it anymore, do you like when there's troubled stars? Like you were young stars and now they're garbage? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Were you a fan? I never saw this, and I know this is one of those movies when you say I don't see it, everyone's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you haven't seen it." Then I'm like, "Oh my god, get away from me before I punch you." But have you ever seen The Sandlot?
Yeah.
All right, people love The Sandlot, but
so I know why you haven't.
Okay,
You're too. I think it was past when you were playing baseball.
Well, no, I have kids
when
that
it
were that
came
age,
out,
and
right?
sisters that were that age. I just didn't care.
You know what? Very fair. It was one of those movies if you saw
backyard. It. Like, oh.
Yeah. And a mean dog and a guy who played for the Yankees, even though he's blind now.
It felt like it was like they were trying to be the Little Rascals from what I saw, and you could go fuck yourself, Little Rascals. That's the dumbest show of all times.
I could not agree with you more about the Little Rascals.
Yeah. Stupid. Alfalfa, what was that? What was that all about? Was he like an emo? I don't even know what that was. Why did he have that fucking penis on his head? Why would that be a thing? Whose name is Alfalfa? That's not a fucking name. Were they stuttering?
Where was CPS? Where was CPS to get this young man?
Yeah. And then he was horny as shit. Like he was always trying to grab that girl. Was it Darla? Was her name?
Yeah, Darla. And why was a girl named Darla?
And Spanky? Yeah, that's fucking creepy. A child named Spanky? You can't name a black person after wheat anymore. Oh, your name's Buckwheat because you have hair that looks like wheat? That's insane.
Dude, you know what we would call him today? We're not streaming on Twitter, are we?
We're not streaming on Twitter because I'm not allowed to, yeah.
We'd call them the little retards if it was the show today.
It would not.
There's one who's just horny all the time trying to hump.
There would be no show called The Little Retards. But
if there was, you'd watch it.
What? Did they have a theme song?
Hey, we're the monkeys, and we're just monkeying around. I always get those two confused.
Monkeying around is not the words. We're just monkeying around. You know, as monks do. Anyway.
Monkeying around.
The troubled star of beloved 90s movie The Sandlot busted for chucking dumbbell at neighbor's Jeep. All right, so which one do you think it was?
The fat one. The catcher, the redhead with curly hair.
Not the one who hits dingers, whatever. That's not him. That's another guy. But like,
could be the same spirit animal.
Wasn't the fat guy the one that looked like he was like a ginger and he was gross and he hit home runs, right?
Yeah, that's why I assumed he threw a kettlebell.
No.
Then was it Benny?
No.
Those are the two I know. The nerd who pretended to be dead so that the lifeguard gave him mouth to mouth and then he kissed her.
Wait, that's a thing.
That's my final guess. Oh yeah, he pretends he dies and even though he doesn't.
To make out with a child?
They would go to the pool. No, she wasn't a child. She was like a teenager, and she was hot in his mind. And so he dove into the pool even though he couldn't swim. And when she gave him life to life, he gave her tongue.
Life to life.
And then after.
That's so much better than mouth to mouth. Just giving you life to life, baby. No, it's Smalls. Remember that guy? Smalls.
Oh, the main character?
Yeah.
Oh no. Why'd he throw a kettlebell?
I only know two. You're like, I only know two guys. I don't know nothing about that movie, but I know that stupid quote, "You're killing me, Smalls." Like, how does he not know that guy?
I just assumed he would be doing more with his life at this point.
So literally the first sentence is, "You're killing me, Smalls." Actor Thomas Gurry, best known for portraying Scotty Smalls in the 1993 movie The Sandlot, was arrested earlier. And by the way, you're saying that 1993, I was supposed to graduate and I didn't. I graduated a year later, but I was still super into baseball. So that was like probably my peak, like from like 80s to late 90s was my peak baseball time. I just didn't care about children.
That's fair too. I still don't care
I
about
also
children.
didn't see Angels in the Outfield or The Rookie or anything like that.
The Rookie's a good movie.
Isn't that when he had a robot arm?
That's Rookie of the Year.
Oh, I'm
Where
talking
he
about that one.
That's why the Rookie's where the guy who looks like Harrison Ford but isn't. He's like a high school baseball coach and then finds out he could throw 90.
I don't know that. Was that the one with
What's his
Brendan
name?
Fraser?
No,
Remember
it's
he
the
played
dude who
maybe like
looks.
a Neanderthal. He threw baseballs or some shit.
Bam! Yeah, I do remember that. That was a great. That
Dude,
was just better than
baseball
Rookie of the Year.
movies stink. They stink. They so dumb.
I mean, the only good one's Major League in my book.
It's still not that good. It's good for a
You might,
baseball movie, but as a movie, it stinks. It's
yeah.
racism, stereotypes, stupidness.
It's the POS show live.
So this guy, Thomas Gurry, was arrested earlier this month in a bizarre episode during which he allegedly threw a dumbbell into the windshield of a neighbor's Jeep, and then he held a knife at his front door.
Oh, Jesus.
He was almost really killing him, Smalls.
Yeah, Smalls is a murderer.
No, he didn't get good enough to be a murderer. He just got threatening. Surveillance footage obtained by TMZ shows a shirtless Gurry, 43, I don't know to make this hot, tossing a 35-pound dumbbell. That's a pretty good toss. A 35-pound
That's actually impressive, yeah.
I mean, I can look that up, but throwing it, I don't know. You have to be real close. He probably was standing on top of the Jeep.
He has to shot put it at the guy?
Yeah, that'd be great. And a neighbor's white Jeep in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
What?
Yeah, maybe you can go visit the place. The weight created a large dent in the glass. Wait, he didn't even break the glass with it?
This should be a Jeep commercial.
Yeah, before it rolled off the hood of the vehicle, Gary then casually sauntered through the neighbor's yard and across the street to his home like nothing happened, the footage shows. Oh, he was on drugs. The Horry County office. I don't know that county sheriff. I'm Horry. This is my friend Slutty.
Yeah, I know what I'm voting if we do today. Just explore some Horry County.
Yeah, don't go with your mom to Horry County. You don't want to do that. You'll come back feeling bad about yourself. Your mom's like, I love it here. Like, don't love it here, Mom. Stop being Horry County.
Stop it, Trish.
Said the Jeep's owner yelled to Gurry that his window had been shattered, to which the former child actor replied, "That sucks, man. I'll pay you back. I'm sorry. I'm going to get you back." What?
That was a change of pace, huh? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm going to get you back.
If you took audio from every time I'm done headlining a weekend, it's just me going, "I'm sorry, man. I promise I'll get you back. I'm sorry, man. Sorry." Then in startling security footage taken from the neighbor's doorbell camera, Gary appears to approach the front door brandishing a knife. Cops were called, and when they arrived, they found Gary standing in the middle of the road asking his neighbor about the safety of his wife. Whose wife? He admitted to officers inspecting the scene. Yeah, it was I don't think Gary's married. I would think this is a non-wife thing. I don't think your wife's at home making eggs and you're like, "I'll be back. I gotta throw a dumbbell through Jim's window."
Gotta go teach Jim a lesson.
"Hey, can you return these weights to Jim?" And Gary's like, "Wait a minute, you borrowed 35-pound weights from Jim? You're not strong." Yeah, he brought these over while he was banging the shit out of me. I'm like, all right.
Do you want some more? Some more what? Some more kettlebells through the window.
Yeah. How about, do you think his wife is always, or any women that sleep with Gary are like, oh yeah, you're killing me, Smalls."
Heroes come and go, but legends live forever.
Oh, you're killing me. Not so, Smalls. You said it wasn't Smalls. No, I said it wasn't Small. You're Smalls. Oh, okay. He admitted to officers inspecting the scene that he caused the damage, according to the police report. He was booked on charges of third-degree assault and battery and malicious injury to personal property. He was taken to J. Rubin Long Detention Center on June 2nd and released the next day on a $1,000 bond. It was not immediately clear what caused the dispute. The incident was not Gary's first run-in with the law. In 2013, while living in Hamilton, New Jersey, He was arrested for assault and causing bodily injury on a public servant when he headbutted a cop in a drunken fight at an airport. Smalls rules.
Small's the shit.
Smalls is headbutting people at airports and fucking throwing dumbbells through people's windows. I'm happy I didn't see his movie. You know what sucks? Because it just sounds like a regular white trash guy. I bet you if you go to any bar in any town and you can find one guy who did those two things, but he wasn't in a baseball movie when he was a child, so no one talks about it. This guy,
no one gives him the pass.
His parents were really bad at making a read. They're like, oh, this kid's going to be something. Nah, he's not going to be anything. If anything, you're going to make it worse for him because now people are going to go, holy shit, you're the guy. Because no one's recognizing him. What's happening is they're putting his name through the thing and it's going through, and then somebody, like a receptionist or somebody's like, holy shit, that's the guy who played Smalls. And they're like, what? Yeah, they're like, why do you know that? Like, I don't know. I'm a big fucking loser. I know who Thomas Geary is. But yeah, you don't remember his work of baseball movie, then headbutts at a Houston airport, and then fucking to pulling a knife on a guy because he threw a dumbbell through his window and said, sorry.
My bad.
Oh, I'll get your back. How are you going to get me back? You threw a fucking dumbbell through my windshield. You're such a loser. You couldn't even throw it through the windshield. It dented a window. I didn't know windows got dented.
That's when he pulled the knife. He's like, I'm going to get you back right now.
Yeah, with his knife. Geary
etching on a knife.
Oh shit, he's been in good movies. He's appeared in multiple movies. I thought he was just, I don't know this guy, but I thought he was just in the fucking baseball movie.
What other good movies has he been in?
All right, he was in a movie. I'll give you, I'll try to see if you can guess him. One movie he was in is named after a helicopter incident.
Black Hawk Down.
Yeah, he was in Black Hawk Down.
Oh, no.
Yeah, not the one you said. He was in the one that's a Pornhub. He was in Black Hawk Down.
Oh, that makes a little more sense of why he's throwing kettlebells through the window.
Right, and they're pulling out a knife.
No one's taking. Yeah, no one's taking that helicopter down anymore.
No. And then also he was in. Fuck! I don't know if this is a Ben. Do you ever have this problem? Is this a Ben Affleck or a Sean Penn movie? It feels like the same thing.
I have had things like that. I'm trying to think where the crossover would be there. James Bond?
No, Mystic River.
It's
one of I think it's Ben Affleck and Casey Affleck. Remember when they were all brooding together like we're sad brothers from Boston.
Yeah, and
movie's like, Ma, can you believe it? Sully fucking died, Ma, fucking Sully's dead. What the fuck, kid? Why the fuck is Sully dead? And he walks over and goes, I can't fucking, every loser on TikTok will share this thing. Find a friend like this. Like, I can't tell you where we're going, what we're going to do, but we got to drive somewhere. And then we got to diddle a guy. You're like, wait, what? No, I'm not in. Like, get in, diddler. Get the fuck in. Like, no.
Too many steps there, sir.
Yeah, get out of here, Casey Affleck. Nobody wants that shit. But
I like when Casey's like, hey, and what we need to do is we're going to drive our snowplow through the driveway. And at that point, Hawkeye's like, no, we can't. I'm out. I was in until we had to do that.
No, he's so much better than Stuttering John. Stuttering John was hired to be retarded. At least this guy was hired to be the star of a baseball movie. They were like, we can't say retarded, but you're a handicapped cripple, and we think it's funny that you're interviewing people. And he was dumb enough to think he was hired for his interview skills, and not that he was a stutterer. Like if another stutterer was around, they would have just let that guy do it. It was literally that simple.
Well, they should have found me Friday night opening show because boy was I stuttering like a motherfucker.
Oh no, that's terrible. Do you know how old Thomas Geary was when he was in The Sandlot?
14.
11. You don't know what boys look like.
No, thank God.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I'll take that as a win in my book.
Oh, that gives me a breakdown on the fucking movie. His character's last name was the source of the film's iconic line. Yeah, we get it. I got it. You didn't have to tell me that. I didn't think they were just calling him Tiny. They
You're
said
killing me, Tiny.
The phrase instantly launched into the zeitgeist and has since become a catch-all figure of speech for expressing dismay or his aspiration. I don't think that's true. I mean, I know some drunks say it sometimes, but I don't think it's gone into. It's not like there's way bigger sayings that have gone into the zeitgeist.
Oh, for sure.
All
Even from that movie
is bigger.
Alrighty then. Yeah. Even in that movie, the line from Babe Ruth, heroes come and go, but legends live forever. Or legends never die.
See, I don't know that one. I know the one where it's like, hey, stop fingering me. I got to play baseball. Like, that's a big one.
Oh, shit.
Or, oh, fuck. There's a
I think
dog,
you saw a different version than me.
Isn't that part of the movie?
Woof, woof. Yeah, that is a part of the movie. Oh, God, it's a big-ass dog that's going to bite me.
I wish we had a buckwheat on the team that we could throw to the fucking dog so he can jump over the fence.
Listen here, I'm going to call Mike Vick if you don't give me my ball back. That's my favorite line from the movie.
That's a good one. And Mike Vick shows up and he goes, my dog's killing you, Smalls. He's like, well,
exactly.
What? In 20 years, I'm gonna headbutt you in a Houston airport. It's like, oh no.
Yeah, you think that dog can handle this 35-pound kettlebell?
So who's the piece of shit? Is it Thomas Geary for fucking just living his life? Listen, sometimes I don't know about you, but sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I want to go outside and throw a dumbbell through a guy's fucking window. And then when he questions me, apologize like a bitch, and then pull out a knife and hang out on the streets. It's just how I live my life. Don't judge me. Until you walk a mile in another man's shoes, I'm doubting he was wearing shoes this time. Don't judge this man. You know what I mean? He's just doing his thing. It's the neighbor for telling people. Because guess what? Yeah, he would have called the police because it's weird. But you know what he said. He said, the guy from the Sandlot. And they're like, what? You know, Smalls? Like, what's his real
Smalls is trying to kill me. Smalls is trying to kill me.
Is it this movie? I mean, I get it. We have to have kids in movies so we can portray kids. I don't think there should be children in movies. I don't think kids should act. I'm not trying to shit on people for their dreams and all that stuff, but it really doesn't work out. We've proven it. Like, I'm not saying that being in the Sandlot is the reason why this kid did this, but something's always off. I know kids are off no matter what. I don't need a kid in the movie. You can listen. We have so many midget actors that barely get to do anything. Just let them be kids. I know at first it'd be weird, but once a couple of years came in and you wouldn't even notice anymore, it'd be hilarious to have a midget guy be your kid.
We represent the Lollipop Guild. The Lollipop Guild. Yeah.
What you talking about, Smalls? Like, that'd be fun. You know what I mean? Like, you just have that kind of stuff in there.
You think that's bad, Smalls? One time there was a bike shop. That was way worse than getting my ball back.
Is it TMZ? Because, like, this isn't celebrity news. That's barely a celebrity. I get it. It was a one-time thing, but it's not. I mean, I guess, quote unquote, he is a celebrity. And like Kish said, the same way Stuttering John is, I guess. But when you have to be like, I had to start this by saying, do you ever see The Sandlot? You're like, yeah, Smalls. And you go, yeah. But if I said Thomas Geary, you're like, who? You would have, if I had said that the whole time, you would have no idea what I was talking about.
No, I would have been like, well, who is this guy and why do we care?
And I know there's a small little part of the world called the Dabbleverse that's very, 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 very small. It's fun, but it's very, I mean, I can't make it clear enough how fucking small it is. Because if you just say, I've been doing a joke about Stuttering John on stage, and I can't just say John, I have to go, do you guys know the Howard Stern show? Like, yes. I go, do you guys know who Stuttering John was? He was the guy who would do the interviews and he got hired by Jay Leno later. And they're like, I think so. They're like, what's he doing? So most people go, is he still on Howard Stern? Like, they don't have a clue that this guy's been gone forever.
Yeah.
Nobody would be like, oh, wait, Thomas Geary? You mean from Mystic River and also whatever the fuck other movie I said he was in?
Black Hawk Down.
Black Hawk Down? All right, yeah. So Black Hawk Downs was actually the one he was in. That's my bad. It was a helicopter that had a big ramp on it, and they were bringing people like, we got special parking. Wee. There's no helicopter on it. It's just like they get in there, and the guy goes, wee, and they go, oh, I'm shaking, and they get out.
I don't know why plane crash. For me, Pat, you didn't even say the piece of shit. The piece of shit is the neighbor. If Smalls smashes your window and threatens you with a knife, you just accept it. Oh, I don't know. But for me, it's the neighbor. Smalls smashes your window.
Oh, crack me up. You're like, you didn't say my guy. It's the neighbor. I said the neighbor. Like, I don't fucking know. Like, all right, what's the point? did a whole thing like, why is the neighbor for calling the cops? I said he called up. He said it's Smalls. He didn't say the guy's name. I did a whole thing. We talked about how he doesn't know
yeah,
his real
we were
name.
doing Black Hawk
It's,
Down jokes, and I got distracted.
what's up, Uncle Jack?
But
What's going on, dude?
For me, it's him. Like, if Small smashes your window, just become his friend. Like, you're gonna get money out of it. He said he'd pay you back. I'm sure he's drunk.
First of all,
you know what I mean? He's probably
I'll
a good guy when he's
no,
sober.
You're not getting money out of it. Smalls has no money. You think Smalls gets?
Then
that was a kid deal. You think kids are getting money from fucking Sandlot now? No.
oh yeah,
No. The dog
isn't it
makes
still
more than
huge?
No. What the fuck?
Did you know James Earl Jones was in that movie?
No, he was in that. He was in the other movie. If you build
Angels
it,
in the
I will
Outfield?
come. I went to that when we were in Iowa. We went and saw where the Field of Dreams, like the field is.
Was it cool?
I didn't give a fuck. I was like, all right. I was in high school. It was fine. It was cool to say, and they sell merch, and they've got like the field there, and then the wheat and everything. But like, you can walk through a little thing, and then what? It's not like Kevin Costner's chilling. There's no ghosts.
No, there's no ghosts. It's in Iowa. So, like, why would you be in Iowa anyway? If like you wouldn't make that your destination if you didn't have something else to do along the way.
Wait, do you think Ray Liotta goes there now that he's dead?
Oh shit! He's just the ghost of the. That would be awesome.
And James Earl Jones is there, and they're just waiting for Costner. And like, fuck you, man. We wait forever. He's like, I had to make fucking Montana movies.
Was Kevin Costner the one I was thinking of? He may have done the Rookie too. Anyway, I'm sorry. Who's your piece of shit, Pat?
It's us for not knowing anything. I'm trying to see Thomas Geary's net worth. By the way, how old do you think he is right now?
Right now, so
I kind of gave you numbers so you could do math, but you don't need to do math.
32. He's my age.
No, he's 42.
42. I forgot I was born in 93 or 92.
And he was born 3 days before me, October 12th. So look at that. What's his net worth?
It's going to start with a negative.
No. According to Celebrity Net Worth, Geary has about $100,000 at his disposal, which sadly seems a bit low. They didn't have to write that.
Dude, you're getting roasted by Celebrity's Net Worth.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? My piece of shit in this story is it's not him. Listen, like I said, he just seems like a fucking guy from New Jersey. He's from Toms River, New Jersey. Like, that's a New Jersey Sunday. You just fucking you bother your neighbor, you apologize, and then you do weird shit. And then at the end of the night, they probably had a barbecue together. Like, that's just some New Jersey shit that you do. It's not the neighbor because, dude, your fucking Jeep just got fucked. And it's by the Sandlot guy. You're like, fuck this. I don't want this shit. So you call up and go, what the fuck, man? I mean, you know who used to live there? Screech. And then when he died, this fucking asshole moved in. How many fucking loser pieces of shit do I have to have living next to me? No. The piece of shit is whoever told Thomas Geary that he needed to start working out. Because the guy's not a strong guy. I can see it. 35-pound dumbbells at your house is an aggressive move. Usually, if you're going to just do a little home gym, he doesn't have enough money for a big home gym. We know that already. We can tell he's not that kind of guy. He probably just has those. And it was probably because some chicks like, oh, you look small still, huh? You're small still. That small name. You know what? That's who it is. It's the person who cast him as smalls instead of calling them like mediums. Like, he could have been like, oh, you're killing me mediums. That'd be fine. Like, not large or huge or erect or anything, but he could be like mediums. And then because of that, he's like doing dumbbells. He's always doing 35 pounds and his arms always hurt. And then when he's trying to do it, he thinks one day he can do it. But the third set, he's kind of like flinging because he can't even fucking really do it anymore. And then he puts it down for like a week. So he went to go do it. And he looks over, and the guy next door's got a Jeep, and he's like, I wish I had a fucking Jeep. Jeeps are cool. Jeeps because you get ladies. And then he has a lady, and he's like, fucking that lady stinks. I don't. And then that lady goes, you know what I love? Jeeps and knives. And the guy's like, man, I have Jeeps and knives. I have a knife. So then he just walks over there all fucked up, and he goes, and he throws the thing. He goes, you like that, lady? And she's like, no, I don't like this at all. He's like, all right, I'll be back.
Please stop.
Sorry, I'm trying to steal your woman. Here's a knife. I think that's the reenactment. I think you and I should go into the business of doing reenactments for like crimes, not murders,
but petty crimes.
But like petty crimes.
Yeah. 100%. I think what happened is his neighbor's name is Tom, and he was like, "You think this is your fucking river?"
Oh no!
And then Tom's he threw a kettlebell at the window.
Your toothpaste sucks. It doesn't even work. It's like, I'd rather use baking soda. Your deodorant's garbage.
Yeah, your deodorant cost me a broad. That's why I need these 35-pound kettlebells to get her back. Thanks, Tom.
Darren, he's saying that J.E.J. was in Sandlot.
I think he played the blind neighbor whose fence they hit the ball over. And it was an autographed Babe Ruth ball. And then he had a whole team with Babe Ruth that he traded because he was blind.
Imagine being blind but having that voice. It's like, I would always, if that was the only blind guy I knew, I'd be like, yeah, their senses get stronger. His sense of talking is powerful.
Between him and Ray Charles, being blind just makes you very good at using your voice.
Between him and Ray Charles, James Earl Jones wasn't blind.
Oh, I thought, but then why does he always wear the mask in Star Wars?
Because they couldn't let a black guy be in space.
Dude, when you think about it, if he was actually Luke's father, that's a very different story. They're like, no, that's not my dad.
And so that'd be a great in the next series of movies they made with what's her name, Palpatine, and she comes out, she go, yo, what up, man? It's like, oh no, she's black too. How are they?
Oh my god, the Force.
Yeah, by the way, there's no way you have a black dad and your kids' names are Luke and Leia. That's not a thing.
That's why they're like, we got to get him out of this family.
What do you got? You got some gems?
Oh, I sure do, Pat. Do you know who Fannie Willis is?
No.
Fannie Willis is the DA in Atlanta, the district attorney, and she is known for two high-profile cases. The first one is she's the lady who tried to bring the RICO charges against Trump, and it failed miserably for election interference. But most recently, she's the DA who is trying to prosecute Young Thug.
Oh,
AKA,
I watched some of that case, yeah.
So free Young Thug would be the first thing. But they are just making such a mockery of this trial, Pat. It is mind-blowing to me. So the first major thing that happened was the judge, Fannie, and somebody else met with a witness and got the state's witness to change their testimony. The meeting was in secret, and Young Thug's lawyer found out about it. His name is Bill. I think it's Bill Steele. But he found out about it, came into court, and the judge was like, all right, we're going to let that attorney, or we're going to let this witness re-testify. And he was like, why? Does this have anything to do with your secret meeting? And the judge was like, how do you know about my secret meeting? He was like, mind your business, judge.
No,
and the judge was like,
that conversation didn't happen.
100%. And the judge was like, if you don't tell me
my secret meeting, that's the worst way to give up you having a secret meeting.
Right, dude, this is nuts. And then he goes, how did you know about that? Tell me your witness. And he goes, I won't. And the judge goes, if you won't tell me who told you about this secret meeting, I'll throw you in contempt. And Bill hit him back with, might as well put me in Young Thug's cell so we can cook up something real nice for your ass. And then went in contempt for a day. But a few days later, one of the co-defendants, not Young Thug himself, was on, and they wanted to use a precedent that was put in place in Georgia. And this wasn't Young Thug and his attorney. This was a co-defendant and his attorney. And the case they wanted to use was Muhammad versus somebody. And the defense attorney was like, I don't think that context fits to this case. And the prosecutor was like, well, unless if we had one of those lawyers who argued this case here to tell us otherwise, we can just assume it does. And who steps up to the stand but Bill Steele? Young Thug's defense attorney who went, oh, by the way, I argued that case. I was Muhammad's
Oh,
lawyer.
man.
This does not apply to our situation. So they are just making an absolute mockery of this trial. Who's the piece of shit in this story, Pat? Is it Fannie Willis? It takes a special type of talent to unite Young Thug's fans and Trump's fans in hatred, right? Like if those two very separate demographics hate you, you're probably a piece of shit.
I'm
Is
not
it
gonna lie.
Bill
I bet you they're very similar demographics.
similar
Besides skin
but
color,
opposite sides? Yeah,
thought process is the same. Let's yell at shit.
I couldn't agree with you more, which is why she's my anyway. I think is it Bill Steele? Like it's very fun to watch what he's doing, but it'll be interesting to see in the long run if it helps or hurts. Right? Like making a mockery of the trial may in the long run irritate the jury who's been stuck there for 7 months. And is it Muhammad? What did he do and why is he involved in this case? Doesn't he have a 16-year-old to go bang? Pat, we'll kick it to you first.
Oh, well, first of all, our chat is Kevin and Uncle Jack. They're all like, it's the fucking judge. They're all about the judge. The judge is the easy way out. I don't know if it's so much the judge. I think it's Young Thug, because this would all not be a problem if he would just grow up and change his name to Adult Hooligan or something. You should just not be Young Thug. That's the problem. Like if you're gonna be treated like a kid when you act like a kid, you know what I mean? You gotta fucking grow up sometimes. You can't be Young Thug. And maybe you should spell Young Thug correctly and people respect you more. There should be no you in that shit without the O. I'm saying it. But seriously, it is the judge. This judge is proven to just be somebody who's a plant by people to just be vindictive and take certain people out. There's a bunch of those now. They're just literally. I hate doing the whole Republican, Democrat, whatever. But like Joe Biden has made sure that there are so many. Not that Trump didn't choose his people too, but Joe Biden has made sure that there are DAs and judges and everyone in spots just to fucking make sure his agenda is all fucking sweet. And I'm not saying he has to do it this one, but it's to tie in the Trump thing to it and to do all that same person being involved. There's something there. You know what I mean? So it's the fucking judge.
I kind of agree. Both the defense and the prosecution have asked the judge to recuse from the trial because the judge is fucking their case. Like, he's just a piece of shit. Also, Fannie Willis is garbage, too. Just in general, the way she's using RICO charges to get the ability to prosecute whoever she wants.
Right.
It's just,
and
you shouldn't.
The names are weird. You can have a Young Thug and Fannie. And Bill Steele, it sounds like a porn. It's a porn.
It's Black Hawk Down.
Yeah, with Bill Steele. Young Fannie. Whatever their names are.
Fannie Willis and Young Thug.
Fanny's vagina in England, but it's butt cheeks here, right?
I don't know what it means here, but in England it definitely is vagina.
Forever, like, old people would always yell, give them a slap on their fanny.
You know what? I didn't think about that, but yeah.
I guess that says butt cheeks, so
we in America have more Greek influence than we thought, apparently.
Wait, why is it Obama? Who's Eric Holder? Terry's always got these scoops.
Who was Eric Holder? I'll let Terry describe it. I'm pretty sure it was a similar situation where it was a judge appointed by Obama who helped Obama.
He played the dog in The Sandlot.
Oh. Well, that's on me.
He didn't play No. He didn't play the dog.
Just a human going woof, woof.
Oh, he's a weird-looking black guy that used to be an attorney general.
He was an ag.
Yeah,
I give him an F as ag.
Yeah, he looked weird. What a weird-ass looking guy.
Now, let me ask you this, Pat. Let's say Thug has to take the stand. Do you think his name will help him? Where they go, did you commit all these crimes, Mr. Thug? And he goes, no, I'm just a young thug.
I'm a young thug doing young things. They're not going to call him Young Thug. I would think when he goes to the stand, they're going to be like, whatever his name is, like, hey, Bartholomew Sububadapadap, whatever the fuck his name is. What is his real name? What's Young Thug's real name?
They put it in the article, but then throughout the rest of the article, just referred to him as Thug. I thought it was
Oh,
kind
he
of
has a
funny.
regular ass name.
Like Travis something, right?
Jeffrey Lamar Williams.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he's Jeff Williams. I know several Jeff Williamses.
I'd call myself
That, my
Young Thug
friend,
too.
is no Jeff Williams.
I know Jeff Williams.
How old do you think Young Thug is?
24.
No, he's 32. You can't be Young Thug when you're 32. You're just Thug.
You're midlife crisis Thug at that point. Trust me, I know.
You're close. Yeah, you're close. You're close to. You're like questioning your decisions, Thug. At that point,
And I believe he is.
it's like,
Just one.
could
You
I
said
realistically
Lamar.
move back in with my parents for a couple of years, Thug? Like, that's his name.
Could I please live in the basement, Thug? You said Lamar was his middle name.
Thug. Yeah, Lamar.
Did you see? Speaking of Lamar's, did you see the Lamar Jackson meme that's been floating around social media?
No.
He came out in an interview, and it was taken out of context. He was responding like, they were like, "Why do you feel like you're such a superstar for all these young African American kids that want to play quarterback?" And he said, I think part of it is because I'm the first real black quarterback. And everybody basically responded, Mike Vick didn't kill $2,000 for you to call yourself the first real black quarterback.
Wait, is he saying that? First of all, they should all bow down to what is Randall Cunningham. They should all shut the fuck up with that. I mean, Warren Moon was a black quarterback. I mean, there was a bunch of people. Fucking forgetting the guy's name. The guy who won the Super Bowl with the Redskins. He was tremendous that one year he had. But like Randall
RG3.
Cunningham was the. Yeah, RG, that's way later. Not RG3. It was in the 80s, and I'm fucking hating that I'm blanking on his name. But that. Randall Cunningham was the blueprint that made Michael Vick and all that shit. That's insane to think that way. I mean, the guy, he also punted the ball 80 yards in a game one time.
What?
Yeah, go check that out. It was, yeah, they did a fake punt. I mean, a fake snap, so he ended up punting it, and he drove it into Philadelphia Veterans Stadium like 80 fucking yards.
That's amazing.
Yeah, the guy was insane. Bonkers. What is it? We got so we'll do our plugs right here. So real quickly, make sure you join. Please subscribe to this because and like it. But subscribing is helpful because I want you to get notifications because we are going to let you guys know when the hour changes are happening very soon. Like I said, if you've just popped in a little bit later, starting tomorrow, there will be no more 8:00 in the morning live show. The show will be on not tomorrow morning. There will not be an 8 a.m. tomorrow morning show. But Wednesday there'll be an 8 a.m. morning show. But tomorrow's show will be sometime in the late afternoon, like probably 3:30ish, 4:30ish, somewhere around there. We'll let you know. I'll post up early with the links. You'll know when it is. But going forward, the shows are going to have to be in the mid-afternoon range. We'll do them live there, so all your comments and everything can be done there. And then we'll put them out for the public afterwards in the morning, the next day. So they'll be up there. And also go over the Patreon for a little $3 a month. You get the Thursday show. I'm happy that works for you, Uncle Jack. That's good. Hopefully it works for a lot of people. It works for me because I got to do more work. But so and then also get over on the Patreon. We do our Thursday Thought Show on Thursdays. That'll still be happening, so you can enjoy that. Bobby, you got anything?
The only thing I have, we kind of talked about at the beginning of the show, but come see us this weekend in Wethersfield. And if you can't make that one, or probably the priority should be August 8th, 9th, and 10th at the Mohegan Sun Comics.
They're both priorities. We like butts and seats and everything. So please come to all of them. Bobby.
Oh, one last thing. Sorry. Davey Mack at noon if you're bored.
Oh, yeah. Go check it out. Bobby, you ever seen like a really hot lady on Instagram? And even though everyone's like her and stuff, she's like, I'm single and I'm looking for love. Have you ever thought about messaging her and be like, hey, you never know?
That's not typically my move. I'm not one of those suave guys that kind of break down your walls over time with my charm in class.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know you think that's working. I think that you're becoming a lampshade at that point. But one that can sometimes buy lunch.
I feel like you know info I don't. We got to talk after the show.
I have no real
I'm
information.
I'm about to jump off this balcony, Pat. So
I don't know anything. It was just fun. Anyway, an influencer was contacted by 5,000 single men after posting her boyfriend application, and she rejected all 5,000 men. I give her credit. You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot of people. She could have definitely jumped on something. And by the way, the New York Post, Ben Cost writes this one. First sentence, 5,000 wrongs don't make a Mr. Right. Pow, 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 pow. It's not even that good.
do you think we could
Now,
get
she's
Costa
Dutch.
on the show?
Go ahead.
Do you think we could get him on the show? Let's be honest, we're big fans of his writing. We probably talk about his articles more than anybody else in the world. Do you think we could hit him on and just be like, Ben, you want to come on?
Well, the problem is that we'd have to have him find the piece of shit in the story he wrote. And sometimes we nominate him.
I like to think Ben's the type of guy who can roll with the punches like that and be like, all right, yeah, I am this time.
You know
I got some wins, I got some losses.
I'll reach out. I'll contact Ben Cost to see if he'll fucking talk to us. I doubt he will, but whatever.
I'm going to go commit a crime and offer him the exclusive.
That doesn't help us at all. We don't want to be criminals. We want to just have him on the show. A heartsick Dutch influencer in OnlyFans. It's funny because I don't think about the Dutch influencing anything.
No, we don't wear wooden shoes. We don't just get massacred by whatever power wants to take us over. But I will say we do have a lot of dykes.
Yeah, but I've never cared what kind of hot chocolate I drink. So like that's a balance. Yeah, we have lesbians, but I don't care. Or is that Swiss? I think it's Swiss. Yeah, Swiss Miss. It's not Dutch. Yeah. A heartsick Dutch influencer and OnlyFans star
like their
posted
ovens.
a viral application had reportedly been contacted by thousands of male singletons, but still haven't found a soulmate. I'm currently single. Vera Dickmans. I don't think it's Dickmans, but I don't know how to speak Dutch. It's Dijkmans.
Dickmans works for me.
Is that Dickmans? Dijkmans. Dickmans, right? The JK would make a hard C noise, I would think. I mean, it could be ditch.
The JK's. I thought the JK was because it was laughing that it called itself Dickmass.
Nice. JK is like a Rowling. I'm currently single, who boasts over 5.5 million Instagram followers of her, but she was looking for dudes and found no dudes. And she's a very attractive woman. The content creator, who hails from the Netherlands but lives in London, went viral in the fall after sharing a TikTok video of an old school dating app that she requires prospective paramours to fill out. Well, fuck you, Ben. See, that's why I can't have Ben on, because he talks like that.
Paramours? Whoa,
I'm
Mr. Misery.
Yeah, what's up? What is up with fucking TikTok trying to pretend like that band was ever good? Stop it. They're always like, can you believe it? Haley, the redheaded, not attractive ladies dancing around again. Like, yeah, I can believe it.
The only reason she got a contract is she blew a dude. That's why they got it instead of Small Town Titans.
Well, that's how we got this show. Anyway, the mostly yes or no
just
questions
one
covered every time.
Just one?
Just one. Just one. But
turns out I did a bunch of pro bono work.
Yeah, pro boner. Anyway, the mostly yes or no questions covered every topic from the suitor's work and relationship history. Did they have a car? Evoking something out of Shania Twain's 97 classic song, That Don't Impress Me Much. Ben Cost is going weird with this article. Dickmans also threw some curveballs, asking if the applicant described themselves as douchey, if they liked the animated show Avatar: The Last Airbender, and whether she'd get a walk-in closet if they lived together. Those are fair questions. No? Like, if I asked you, hey, this girl, is she a douche? I'd want an answer. Like, hey, does she like cartoons? I'd want to know. And like, am I going to get closet space? It's all good, fucking fair things to know. Despite the Ivy League invoking vetting process, the internet celeb reportedly had over 5,000 bites from aspiring Mr. Rights. Alas, none of the candidates cut the mustard. After going through most of them, I just found 3 guys who I thought were suitable. She went on dates with them, but they were unable to hit it off at all. As of yet, the adult entertainer remains single, but still doesn't regret an unorthodox beauty background check method. Despite this disappointing result, I still consider the experiment a success since I was able to be upfront with what I want to see and which men fit that criteria. She said she also gets the privilege of reading some truly strange applications. One man offered to send me a sample of his blood and asked for one of mine in return. That guy stinks. That guy. They should lock him up. No, they should lock him up for the rest of it. Give me your blood and you can have mine. Why the fuck why would you want someone's blood?
To test to make sure she's clean.
But he has science? How would he be able to do that?
I'm guessing if you were able to fill out this application, you have like a lot of free time and money. So he could probably figure it out.
Dude, guess how much she estimates making a month from OnlyFans? She's one of the top influencers, but guess how much she makes?
$500,000.
Close. $360,000 a month.
God
Meanwhile, another applicant lived with his parents. And don't get me wrong, this is a very pretty girl, but she also just looks like every other. If I told you, think of an attractive Dutch girl, what are you thinking?
Blonde, big boobs, big butt.
Yeah.
Nice face. I don't know.
That's it. And I'm not shitting on her, but she's just, it's every other blonde you look at. You know what I mean? It just really is that. Meanwhile, another applicant lived with his parents and didn't have a car despite owning a boat. A second said that they had a full-time career but wouldn't bestow dick mans with a walk-in wardrobe. Yeah. Yeah, fuck that. He doesn't need it. What? Naturally, rejecting thousands of guys might seem vain or even downright delusional. However, Dick Man claimed she's very picky and needs her bro to be almost perfect. I don't think I should have to compromise on my needs. I'd rather be single until I find the man I'm meant to be with. The Bachelorette had reportedly put the boyfriend search on hold, but is keeping her options open. This isn't the first time Dick Man has gotten attention for so unlikely sources. Last year, the pornographer, I like how they called her the pornographer. Ben Cost is wild sometimes. Like, she's on only, I don't know if she's in porn, but she's only, whatever. Found out her former teacher had subscribed to her OnlyFans account. Ugh. After brutally telling her as a student that she would go nowhere in life.
I mean, he was kind of right.
No, she's not. Dude, she makes so much more. He never made $360,000 in his whole teaching career.
That's a good point. I was going to save this for my piece of shit, but this is Holland. So of that $365,000, she probably gets to keep $60,000 of it.
I mean, also it might be 360,000 in Dutch marks, whatever, Deutschmarks.
Yeah.
But I just thought of this. One of the questions she was asking is like, "Are you douchey?" But maybe that's the translation. She was asking, "Are you Dutchy?"
Wow, I didn't think about that. She's like, "Do you like to put your holes in dikes, or do you like to put your fingers in holes in dikes?"
Do you like to put your holes in things? Are you a fucking supernova? You put your holes in shit? All right, so who's your piece of shit in this story? Is it this woman for putting herself out there and saying, "Hey guys, I'm single, I'm taking applications, fill it out"? Is it any man who filled out that fucking application? What the fuck? Listen, I say it all the time. I never blame the drug dealer. I always blame the drug addict. She can say whatever she wants. All these men applying, that's not how you're going to find a relationship. It's not what's going to fucking happen. This is not what's good in life. So you can't be mad at her for not, I give her credit for not just picking people and doing it for the OnlyFans. She could have just made videos with these dudes. She could have just done content with these dudes. And that was it, but she didn't do that. Is it the guy who was like, "Hey, I want some blood, please, and I'm willing to send my blood to you"? Is it the teacher who was like, "Hey, you were a stupid bitch, you were about to nothing, but now I subscribe to your OnlyFans and jerk off to you"? Which, by the way, is a crazy mental place to be, because he knows her as a kid. He knows her as a loser, and he's like, yeah. Like, I gotta do this
That's
shit.
some real Mr. Bowen energy. That was the teacher at our
Or,
school who taught 8th grade and would look down all the girl shirts where you're like, you're drinking up to the 8th grade version of this chick, not the current day.
right. Or is it Ben Kosk? Because we already know the answer. It's going to be no, he'll never come on our show. Who's the piece of shit in the story? Bobby, go first.
uh, so I do respect the fact that she got 5,000 applications and didn't accept any of them. Like, you would feel like once you got to 4,900, you'd start to be like, all right, we got to find at least one potential date in these last 100 or so. But I kind of respect that. At the same time, she's so vain, she probably thinks this article's about her. You
Pow,
know,
it is.
there were clouds in my coffee. No, for me, it's her. Like, yes, she is making a ton of money right now. But you know what dries up faster than your ovaries? Your good looks. So I would settle for one of these guys. You don't find a boyfriend through an application, but you've already got 5,000 potential suitors. Just try a couple, you know? Pat, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
I see, everyone thinks I'm boring, but I like vanilla bean, man.
Vanilla, but have you occasionally tried chocolate and strawberry just to make sure that
I eat
vanilla
them
bean's still
all.
your favorite?
First of all, I get so kinky. No, I don't do it. I go Neapolitan because I get nuts.
Oh, I go butter pecan because I get nuts.
You get nuts on your cream. I eat all kinds of ice cream. I just, if I have to, I'm a plain person unless I don't have to be. But like, when my gun to my head, I'll do a plain cheese piece. I appreciate the thing for what it's supposed to be first, and then I like all the interpretations, but I like it the way it's supposed to be.
You're an OG guy. I get that. But my point with her is try a couple of these. Even if they don't fit your ideal, you might find something you like. The reality is you don't meet a potential mate through an application. Hey, mom, how'd you meet dad? Well, I was a bit of a whore, and then I put out an application, and his stood out the most. Like, that's not a good story. And you know what this chick wants, Pat? She doesn't want a guy who can support her, who can buy her the walk-in wardrobe, who will give her a drop of her blood or whatever. She wants a loser who's a glorified open mic comedian who's going to be like, this is like, it's like the Billy Joel song, Uptown Girl. She needs a downtown guy. She needs a loser. That's what's going to entertain her. And I mean that wholeheartedly. It's like the idea of opposite attracts. You're super prim and proper and, you know, getting dicked out on the daily. And I'm riding my motorcycle in the rain. So for me, the piece of shit's her.
Piece of shit to me is anyone who filled out this thing. Like, it's such a. I don't want to get to do a whole feminist rant type thing, whatever, but like, women do have all the power in everything but in like when a guy is like, I only they control his business. And I understand that. So when they get jobs and the guy's like, well, fuck you, you're not gonna get as much. That it does exist in the world. But if some dude did this, I don't even care if it was like, I don't know who the hottest dude is. Like, remember the dude that was like, he had his mugshot, but he had like beautiful eyes. So everyone's like, oh, who cares? He has beautiful eyes. And he became like, he got to be an actor because he had a mugshot with beautiful eyes. Like, there's like that guy, there's like Channing Tatum, and there's probably like one other person that like are so handsome that if they put themselves out there like this, maybe women would do it. But if some guy was like, you know, hey, I'm gonna put myself out there, and then put an application out, and then like broke down all these women, said I'm not gonna date anyone, and then also shared some of their info, like, oh, this loser said this or that, whatever. It would just be the, you know, women would go nuts and be all pissed off and everything like that. But when a woman does it, and all these guys do it, they're like, all these thirsty men, they're all assholes. Look how powerful and strong she is. She can turn people down. She doesn't need these men. She obviously needs it. She needs attention more than anything. I mean, think about this. She makes, I don't care what the translation is or what she pulls in after, over 300 grand a month, and you still need the attention. I need to find a man. I can't find a man. You can find a man all you want. You can find a, go out to a bar, put on a turtleneck, go to a bar and talk to somebody. Then you'll find a man. And then afterwards, when he's like a nice guy, and you take your shirt off and you have this great body, then they'll be like, oh, that was worth the reward. Thank you. It's good to be a good person. We know each other. But you're sitting here, every picture in this article I was trying to read was just thirst trap, thirst trap, thirst trap. I'm not saying that it's not, she's not the one who wrote the article, but obviously it's all just screaming for attention. But
Oh, for
Which
sure.
again, she's the one who's yelling, "I have crack cocaine." It's the people coming up going, "Please give me crack cocaine." Like, I understand they're addicted to it. Does one guy think that he had a shot? When you put it out like that, she's not looking at it as the dating thing. She's looking at it like a work thing, a content thing. I bet you she was hoping to get guys that were nice. It just wasn't any good. It's any guy that would fucking fill out the application without writing goofy shit. I bet you the blood guy was just being a troll, but then she's like, thinks it is real. I'll send you my blood, you send me yours. It's being a troll. The teacher guy is probably not even a teacher. That's hilarious if he just like, I used to be your teacher and I used to think you would amount to nothing. But now you amount to a puddle on my chest. It's like, all right. So it's anybody that would do that dumb shit.
Now that you say that, I think we're saying kind of the same thing where like, or you would try to check her boxes if you really wanted to win, but in reality, she wants somebody who does. They all want
to check her box out. Hey-oh.
Ooh. For $5.99.
Who checked her box out? Who checked her box out?
Everybody, apparently.
No one. That's the problem. Check out that box.
Let's see. What story should we do next?
Yeah.
You want to hear about 50 Cent or do you want to hear about Gandalf the Gay?
I love 50 Cent news.
So 50 Cent sued and won against Taco Bell back in 2008, and the details are just coming out now. So you may remember this, Pat. I know you're a big fast food fan like me. Taco Bell is your favorite place. You sometimes eat there 3 times to 4 times a week, right?
No.
Oh, that's me. I got that confused. My bad.
I was like, that's not a thing.
Back in 2008, they had this new promotion where it was like 79 cents for a certain amount of meat, 89 cents for a little more, and 99 cents. And they were calling it their, value meal, 50 Cent. And they asked Curtis Jackson to change his stage name from 50 Cent to something else so that they could keep their brand deal in line. And 50 Cent countersued them for trying to encroach on his trademarked name and won $50 million. Who's the piece of shit in this story, Pat?
Is this real? Is it real?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, you didn't make this one up? That feels like a real made-up one.
No, I promise it sounds made up, but it's 100% true. Is it 50 Cent for like, hey, you don't have to change your name, but just work out a deal with Taco Bell. He did the same thing with vitamin water where he tried some ones and was like, oh, this is great. I want to buy the company. And wasn't really available until they were like, hey, do you want to do a commercial? And he's like, I will for a certain amount of shares, and ended up making him almost $1 billion. Is it Taco Bell? Know your demographics. A lot of 50 Cent fans eat at Taco Bell. Now I'm torn, Pat. I don't know what to do. Do I still eat at Taco Bell or do I support my man 50? Is it me that I eat at Taco Bell so much and love 50 Cent so much that I am torn between the two? We'll kick it to you first, my man.
When did this supposedly happen? You're saying it took a while to come out. Oh wait, okay, so he was already quite popular then.
The article I read said he was at the height of his music fame.
Right, like that was. I mean, the whole Shorty, It's Your Birthday came out a couple of years earlier. All that Magic Stick had already come out. All that shit. I think he'd done a movie already. So he was at ridiculous fame, too crazy of fame to ever ask anyone to change their name. I mean, the only thing you could do is if he did like the thing like with Dwayne Johnson, where you call himself Dwayne the Rock Johnson. He could be like Curtis 50 Cent Jackson or something like that. Whatever. But that being said. The simple fact that they thought that there was any chance in that, there's a better chance at 50 Cent saying, how about you motherfuckers change your name from Taco Bell to 50 Cent? Why you'd be better off if you called yourself 50 Cent? Because if I was high at 3 a.m., I was like, I want tacos. I want to go to a place that's called 50 Cent because maybe I can get a taco for 50 Cent. And then it's like and up. It's like a dollar store. You just call yourself 50 Cent and you'd be fine. But the fact, if I was him, I would have bought Taco Bell, the entire franchise. Yeah. I would have been like, you had that money and that power, and I would have called it stupid bitches, and that's what I would change the name to, and then just would have gotten the money because they were stupid bitches. Like the fact that they
That's
have the balls to
hilarious.
think their stupid fucking promotion would have fucking been anywhere near popular enough for him to change his name. That's it. It wasn't if they had a name, if they were really called 50 Cent Tacos and they were like, hey man, we had this name first, whatever, it'd be great. Taco Cent, you're right, Chris. That'd be a fun name. I would go there. Taco Tent, I would go inside that tent. That'd be a good place.
Ooh.
But or Talk Cent. Like an accent, but with tacos, it's like I would like a burrito, please. Like I'll talk in a talk set. Those are all fun
And you
things.
have to talk in a
Like,
talk accent?
I don't know why nobody would confuse it. I would never be like, holy shit, I don't know what to do. I want to listen to music, but all I keep thinking about is a deal for taco. It doesn't even make sense why you have to change his name. I understand them saying, hey, listen, can we work together because I don't want to have to trademark this. Because that's the part with the pain in the butt sometimes. And when we've seen that all the time, how many places that have the word Shaq in, they've just said, hey, Shaq, do you want to be in our commercials? And if not, like, he spells it different, but you just lean into whatever the name is. Or if someone's got a
Yeah.
name that does this, and you move into that, whatever. Or a song or whatever. You go with it and you play with it and you hope they get advertised. And they not. No one gives a fuck. So, yeah, it's Taco Bell. That's retarded.
Take it a step further. I agree with you, but if you look at McDonald's and what they've done with all their rapper meals, like they had the Astro World meal where all the Travis Scott fans went to get it. They had a Beyonce one. Like this was a huge marketing opportunity. And if Taco Bell had come to 50 Cent and been like, we're going to do a commercial where it's 50 cents, you know what I mean? Like it would have been a win-win for everybody involved.
Right.
For me, the piece of shit is Taco Bell big time. And one part we're not even considering is like, you said when you're high, you would go to 50 Cent. When you're high, you like rap food. I've ordered Wiz Khalifa's mac and cheese probably 30 times when I'm ripped just because I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm like Mac.
Wait, is that porn star?
No, that's Mia Khalifa, his sister.
I was like, oh, I don't want her mac and cheese.
Oh, God. Why is it so creamy?
Oh no! Why does it have Hauk Tuah in it? I had to do that just so we can be hip and relevant.
I mean, I would. You know what? I'm going to change my answer. It's Mia Khalifa for not having a food restaurant called Hot Tuah.
That wasn't her. What is that whole thing about? Who cares? Why are we interviewing drunken women and thinking that's okay? I don't know. That's a little weird.
I don't like that. What I do like about that girl, though, is it seems like the first thing since maybe like 2012 where the whole internet kind of got behind him was supporting her.
Well,
like everybody found it funny.
It was not.
Yeah, that's what I love. Yeah.
Gross. Yeah, but she's catching all the shit. She lost the job.
She lost a job?
Yeah, she got fired. She was a teacher for daycare. And they said they
What
couldn't have her
daycare
there.
is
It was a bet. I forget, but she couldn't represent them, so therefore they had to like let her go.
We may have to end this early so I can start harassing a certain daycare.
Well, it's already over. I mean, they did it. They got
okay. You know what's not over? My harassment.
Well, no. Well, are you in love with the Hauk Tuah girl?
No, but just somebody did something that everybody could enjoy. There wasn't a political message. There's no victim here. Fuck off. Like that's the most important lesson you could teach kids is just enjoy people and don't judge.
That interview has other crazy things in it too. It is funny that the Hauk Tuah is the only part that really came out, but she does yell a lot of crazy shit. But like, whatever.
Okay.
She's just a drunk. Why are we interviewing a drunk girl? Like, I don't understand this. I see them all the time. There's always all these fucking videos of like, you know, would you go home with this guy, whatever? And so all these women are like, yeah, I guess so. But why are they being interviewed? Who's out there putting this? Why are these guys? Why do people want to hear from a drunk lady interview that was just at a bar? I don't want to know about her trivia answers. You know what I mean? Like I don't care. It's like
I don't like that scene where it's like we take drunk people, interview them, and then make them like take advantage of them being drunk. Like it's just kind of seedy.
I mean, I guess they're signing a form, but they're still signing it drunk.
Yeah, which I don't know the legality behind that.
Oh, I don't think there could be.
So
yeah,
I
guess you can get anyone to sign anything. Hauk Tuah. Yeah, she
I
got.
would say,
I mean, unless I'm wrong, unless that was a fake article, but I fucking swear I saw over the weekend and she got fucking
I
fired.
didn't, I, I didn't see that one. I saw that her dad's a pastor, and like it's causing real problems at the church. And it's like,
Oh,
who did
shut up! Enough of that shit in life.
who did
I am
Jesus hang
so
out with?
tired of fucking some guy. But I don't. Who gives a fuck what your dad does? Who gives a shit? I'll never care.
Yeah,
There's nothing to do with her. But if anything, you go to church and go, okay, my daughter has in his mind sinned, so therefore we come here together and pray with us. God will understand. God did some Hauk Tuah in his day.
yeah, that was what I was about to say. Who do you think Jesus hung out with? Mary Magdalene. You don't think she was hawk tuing all over the place? That's what
Yeah,
Magdalene
she fucking
translates
loved it.
to
Yeah,
from. It translates to hawk tua,
yeah, she was a stupid whore.
which is
They
why
had a
I
whole
call myself the
town.
new Jesus.
They had a whole town about butt sex in the Bible. They loved butt sex.
Sodom. And I'm still curious what the fuck Gomorrah means.
Yeah, yeah. Gomorrah is when you get, when you it used to be what they now call it a rusty trombone, but they used to call it Gomorrah.
Oh no. Yes, God
Like,
was
yeah,
right. That city did need to burn.
they'd be like, "You like that when they grab your when they a girl puts her mouth on your asshole and reaches around and plays like this? Like, give me yeah." He's like, "Give me Gomorrah that." And they're like, "Oh, nice, Gomorrah that, please."
Hell yeah. I wish that had been in The Sandlot. We would have liked that movie more.
Dude, no, dude, they were 11.
Oh, there's a line in the movie where he goes, "Do you want some more?" And Smalls goes, "Some more what?" And he goes, "No, just a s'more. Do you want a s'more?" And so Sodom and
Oh,
Gomorrah would have fit.
oh, I thought you
I
meant the
realized
Gomorrah.
with no, 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 none of that.
It's like you're blowing me, Smalls. I'm
Sure,
hitting
you could have
dingers or
your
whatever that kid
baseball
was.
back. You could have your baseball back. All you got to do is give me a little Gomorrah.
Yeah, dude, suck this stupid baseball dick. That's my fun term for it. I was gonna use an analogy. I was like, nope, we'll just say this. All right. So fuck that person, whatever. Oh, okay. We haven't talked about this yet. It happened a couple days ago, but now there's more and more things coming out about it, so we're gonna talk about it. I'm a fan of this man, Justin Timberlake. And yeah, he had a
I
tweet today.
do.
You had heard about it, but and we'll get into what the story is about too if you don't know yet. But Justin Timberlake, when he did get arrested at DUI, there's now a report that somebody called the cops from the hotel to report the singer might be too drunk to drive. So the cops were already told be on the lookout in this area for Justin Timberlake. Um, Someone at the Swanky Hamptons Hotel, where Justin Timberlake was downing cocktails before his DWI arrest, called cops because they were concerned that he would get behind the wheel. Justin had a lot of drinks, and they told the cops to watch him if he's going to drive. Said this well-connected Southampton restaurateur who did not want to put his name out there. So you kind of believe it's true because it's not trying to get their name out or do whatever. They're even saying they don't even know if this person was part of Justin's camp. They worked at the hotel. They worked at the restaurant. They were just somebody in the area. But someone did see Justin Timberlake drinking a lot and was like, hey, police, you guys got to keep a lookout. And supposedly the call was not wholly, it wasn't like a TMZ call. It was a, hey, we're concerned for this person's safety. They drank too much. Please keep it. You'll know who it is. It's Justin Timberlake. You know what I mean? But, which I
Yeah.
don't mind that at all. I mean, that's not being a terrible person. But they didn't want to. Yeah, they didn't want to say who it was. We can hear the 43-year-old superstar singer ended up hopping in his gray 2025 BMW after the party. I like his car is from the future.
Yeah,
At
the
Sag
future
Harbor's
BMW.
American Hotel. Yes, and was promptly stopped by a young cop who gave him a warning, thinking that would be enough to keep him off the road. I didn't know that part. I thought he was just arrested. I didn't know he was given a warning at first. But a few minutes later, the same cop spotted Timberlake still in the BMW's driver's seat. Only this time, the singer was allegedly blown through a stop sign and was weaving out of his lane. He reeked of alcohol and had bloodshot eyes, miserably failed several roadside booze tests. It was busted. Um, what else is here? Neither the American Sag Harbor cops nor Timberlake's publicist immediately responded. His attorney, Eddie Burke, said he had no comment at this time. The restaurateur source said he believes that the Crimea River crooner was mistreated in the embarrassing incident which made worldwide news. He definitely was treated unfairly. I don't think so. He was given a warning first. Everyone drives through the stop sign when no one is there. that can't be the complaint. Jesus. So you know what? People do a lot of shit when no one's looking. Doesn't mean it's right. The source claimed, noting that Timberlake, a 10-time Grammy winner and married dad of 2 young boys, was a Hampton regular who had frequented the establishment many times. He was always a gentleman. People always recognize him, and they always ask for a picture, and he always says yes. He has the hat pulled down and the sunglasses on, so it's hard to recognize him, but some people do. And someone else goes, he's not like fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. Leo does not like to be recognized. He'll even curse at you. He does not take pictures, especially if he's with a bunch of models, the source said. The restaurant owners also said that he doesn't buy the widely reported detail. The young officer who pulled Timberlake over didn't recognize him. If you live in America, you know who Justin Timberlake is. Now, again, he is famous. And I think the grandparent test, I do think grandparents would know his name because he's been in so many things. And I'm not trying to compare Justin Timberlake to the woman we talked about in the other article from being from Dutchland. But there's a lot of young men. And, okay, now that he's 42, he does look good. Obviously, he uses Botox, does whatever he does to stay younger looking. But still, there's a lot of 30 to 35-year-old dudes who look like Justin Timberlake. So much so that you would just go, oh, that dude looks like Justin Timberlake. You would never say it's Justin Timberlake. So I can definitely see people not recognizing or just saying he looks like someone.
Yeah, I think some more details have come out about this cop. Have you heard any of those?
I mean, we might get there soon, but
okay, that's why I'm a little skeptical as well.
Well, the cop did his job, and he definitely knew Justin was. Someone else said, but another local businessman, Mark Zuraco, 54, who owns Flying Point Surf and Sport, said he believes Arkinson. The cop is definitely not a bad guy. He's diligent. He did a good job. He just didn't know who Timberlake was. That's all. Pretty simple. I don't understand why that matters.
Right?
He broke the law. I don't care who. He's not. Even if he was the president, if you're drunk and you're driving, you could kill someone. I don't care. If anything, if you're in the public spotlight, you should be even more worried about that kind of fucking shit happening. I don't even care about the
1,000,000%.
I'm not having dick. I'm a fan of Timberlake, but I want his safety as well. But you get behind that wheel, you could kill someone. So who gives a fuck about your safety, other people's safety? The cop should have pulled. He shouldn't have got the warning. The fact that he got the warning is crazy. This cop catching shit is nuts. To get a warning first and then drive and keep driving, you don't drive. You were told to fuck off.
1,000,000%. The one breakdown I saw was from a lawyer who basically said the Hampton Police Department is so lucky when he ran through that stop sign, he didn't kill somebody. They would have been shoot out the ass.
Of course. He probably called it in and he probably said, oh, Justin Timberlake was driving around. I think I did the right thing. They're like, what was the blood alcohol content? And they're like, oh, I didn't take it, but he's fucked up. They're like, dude, go get him. They probably said, we can't
get him off the road. Yeah.
And a dude who manages the hardware store there from the hotel, he said, the cops are always around here are pretty lenient and understanding. And I'm sure they are because it's the Hamptons. There's a lot of money. I'm sure they are cool. They probably get nice donations. I get it. Now the article jumped. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Oh, god damn it, article. All right. Now I think my article's drunk. Pulled over. Okay, here it is. All nice guys. Some of them come in here. They're all laid back. They're nice, all the famous people, but they get a little stricter in the summer and there's crowds. 2 cars were in the driveway at Arkansas Hamptons home Sunday, and people could be seen inside, whatever. Later, cops outside warned post staffers to stay away. Timberlake claimed to arresting officers that after he was pulled over, they only had 1 drink, a martini. He still refused to take a breathalyzer test 3 separate times, according to court documents. The Mickey Mouse Club alum, okay, that's so ridiculous that you would choose that. He's done so many things that he doesn't have to be the Mickey Mouse guy anymore. Made his first public statement after his arrest at stage, Chicago's United Center on Friday night. It's been a tough week, the sexy back singer told the crowd. I know I'm hard to love sometimes, but you keep loving me right back. The former NSYNC member, they don't keep saying things he did. We get it. He's Justin Timberlake. We all know who he is. Remember?
I'm bringing vehicular manslaughter back.
Yeah. You other
These
you other
police officers,
alcoholics don't know how to act. Yeah.
yeah, these
Timberlake
other police
continues his
officers
tour.
are all whack. No, I was just
They would have
continuing with
shot
our.
me if I was black. Yeah. Timberlake
Dude,
continues.
that would change everything.
Yeah.
Thank God it wasn't the
Timberlake
Boys to Men singer.
He continues his tour, and June 25th, he's going to be at Madison Square Garden for 2 days. Who's the piece of shit in this story? Is it Justin Timberlake for being drunk and driving his car? You're super drunk. You live in the Hamptons. You can afford an Uber. I know maybe you're like, oh, I can't be in an Uber. I'm famous. All right. I don't care, Uber. Whatever it is you guys do. I'm sure there's services for the super rich. I'm sure there's a driver that come get you. Somebody could have scoot your ass up. Like someone got to pick up the fucking car. You've got people. Be smart, be safe. You're a dad, you're a husband. Yes, you're a famous entertainer, but there's people that care about you in life, and we don't want you hurting anybody. Don't do that shit. Listen, if he was that fucked up in a bar, is the piece of shit the bartenders at the American whatever in Hampton. I get it. He's rich, he's famous. You don't say no. Sometimes you do say no. You be respectful and go, hey man, I'm gonna cut you off. You seem like a little or hey, can we drive you? Can we ride? Hey, do you want to stay in the hotel? You want to call your wife and let her know you should be staying here and sleep it off a little bit? We'll take care of you, man. We all know who you are. Just fucking Timberlake. From Mickey Mouse Club, right? Like, I've done some since then. Like, oh yeah, that Mila Kunis movie. Remember, weren't you in that Mila Kunis movie where you guys were friends and then you fucked sometimes? Like that's not really what I'm known for, but okay.
Remember when you ripped off an Ashton Kutcher plot to be in a movie with Mila Kunis, and it was literally the same film that came out with Ashton Kutcher a few months earlier?
I'm not sure if he ripped it off. I think whoever wrote it ripped him off. That's like also when Lambada had those two movies about Lambadaing, and it's like they're both like, we got to get to the Lambada punch real quick. Whatever. Is it the cop who pulled him over and gave him a warning? The second time he pulled him over, good, but the warning, I mean, bad shit could have happened. He should have been arrested right then. There'd been less things. Is it us for just letting? I'm not saying that you're not supposed to like get a DWI and then move on and do your work, but he's being allowed to tour. I don't think I'd be allowed to tour the world or especially the country afterwards. And I know he gets like a working pass or whatever, but and I don't want concerts to cancel. I want money to be made. I get all that, but like, they don't learn lessons. He can just pay off anything. It's like, yeah, he gets to go, sorry, but you guys all still love me. It's like, dude, you did something that could have killed somebody. Like, really, it's a really fucking bonehead thing. And I don't want to be a preacher in that, but like, yeah, you want to get fucked up, go ahead, get fucked up. But what they said was in his body. I mean, I don't know if you saw some of those reports, not in this. It was way more than alcohol. Like, he was like a vial of everything. There was every drug, whatever. He was fucked. His eyes were shot. That guy was partying. And he was getting in the back of a fucking car that can zoom. Like, you're an idiot. Who's the piece of shit?
So for me, there are two pieces of shit. The first is Timberlake. You got a 2025 BMW, just buy a 2025 Tesla that drives itself. Like, if you're going to be intoxicated, I know you still can get a DWI and everything, but if the car is driving itself, you're much less likely to kill somebody, right? Yeah. Now, unfortunately, this area in the Hamptons is known as a place where the rich are kind of just allowed to do whatever they want. The police let it go. It's been like very lax. This cop in particular has been considered the Serpico of this area in the sense that he's like the only one who is enforcing the laws. So the townspeople already hate this dude. And for me, if they already hate you, you don't let him drive away again. You know what I mean? Like, if you truly view this as my job is to clean up this town, I'm going to enforce the laws regardless of wealth, which I kind of like, right? We should all be playing by the same rules. Then you don't let Timberlake drive off after the first one. Also, Timberlake, hire a fucking driver. The Lincoln lawyer could do it. He didn't write bye, bye, bye. He didn't write it's going to be me. You can afford a driver 24/7.
Wait, the Lincoln lawyer didn't write bye, bye, bye?
No, he was in Backstreet Boys, believe it or not.
What else am I going to learn?
he wrote I Want It That Way.
Yeah, he did.
You are my lawyer, my one good lawyer.
He just said bye 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 to those cops. Hey, I guess there's another piece of shit I didn't think of. The guy who wrote this article. Because the second the first sentence happened, like, oh, there was someone who might have called the cops first. It just became an article about what happened. We didn't hear anything else about the guy, why that was bad or anything. Nothing's telling me that the cops were told in advance. They just pulled over a drunk guy. I mean, maybe they were looking for his car, but like, he was just driving around the Hamptons drunk, it sounds like. They would have seen him anyway. So I don't know why the article has started off with maybe it was a clickbaity thing. We everyone knows about Timberlake. Maybe we got to write something a little different again to read the same article again. But like, I don't understand what it mattered about somebody tipping him off or not tipping him off.
No, and I'll be honest, my grandfather was a cop, and he would tell stories about the mayor hitting a mailbox drunk on the way home, and they would just be like, all right, Mr. Mayor, get in the car. I'm going to drive you home. They'd take his car home. You know what I mean? Like, it was a similar situation, but if you so let's say somebody called, and you know you're on the lookout for a drunk Timberlake, you pull him over, you don't want to give him a DWI. Instead of giving him a warning, put him in the back of your car and drive him to his house. Right? Problem solved. You got the drunk driver off the street. You've served and protected your town. That's what you swore to do. You know what I mean? And I think it should be across the board that way. But more importantly, if you let the guy leave your establishment, why did you call why, if you felt the need to call the cops, why would you let him leave where you were at?
I think it's different with a political figure or government official because they're basically working for us and we're just protecting our towns and things by doing that. But yeah, the Hamptons runs off secrecy and letting, so they don't want to, I think they try all they can to not run. They kind of let them run rampant. I mean, it's not like an Epstein's Island. We talked about a couple weeks ago in the Hamptons, they had that castle where those people were fucking, and they kind of turned it into a more lackadaisical thing. But they really just let famous people go have a good fucking time and do whatever they want, and they try to keep it as discreet as possible because they get a lot of money from these people and donations, and they have a lot of businesses. So I don't think they would get him a driver because they feel like that the guy would just be like, fuck you, you're going to tell me I can't drink and drive? So they're put in a weird spot. I actually give the cop credit for having the balls to pull him over twice because he probably is going to catch shit. Because like, you know who the fuck that was? That was just, he was going to buy us a whole new wing for our fucking police. We're going to get all new police cars, and now you're not getting shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and he is getting shit. Like, they put his name out there. The people from the Hamptons are going after him. I give him 100% credit, but I would have. You get one pullover, not two, in my book.
I think you get as many as you need to get that fucker off the street. And I'm a fan of Timberlake. I am, but yeah, I think you pull him over until he fucking's done. You arrest the shit out. He's lucky he got the second thing. He gave him a chance to do the right thing. Hey, Mr. Timberlake, please just pull the fuck over, man. Just don't stop driving. A minute later, he's driving his car. It's fucking. Then I'd be pissed too.
Oh yeah, no. I'm saying I wouldn't have given him the second opportunity. Like, it would have been, all right, you're drunk, you're done driving. Either I'm arresting you or we're getting you. You know what I mean? Like, so I give the officer credit for even having the balls to do it twice. He tried to do the right thing, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Stupid and dumb and stupid. But, so you got anything else, or are we done? Do we do it?
I do.
All champions?
I think you should hear this story. I think you would appreciate it real quick. We can make it quick.
Things.
Do you know who Sir Ian McKellen is?
Of course I know who Sir Ian McKellen is.
Have you heard what he's been up to lately?
Sucking
old
cock.
Gandalf the Grey. No, but I mean, yes, that is what he does enjoy. That is what he enjoys. But most recently, he was in a play in England in which he fell off the stage and crushed a woman so bad that she had to spend the night in the hospital.
Wait, what was he doing on stage? Oh, he's at theater. I thought like he was like in a band or something.
No, he was doing stand-up now. It's the sucking cock and rocking top tour. I don't know.
He's opening for Matt Rife everywhere.
Ye shall not pass. But yeah, so he fell off stage, crushed a woman. Now he's done with the play's run. They're like, that's enough out of you, Sir Ian McKellen.
Yeah.
She's hurt. He apologized. Who's the piece of shit in this story? Is it Ian McKellen? You've been an actor. You don't need to do Broadway anymore. You've been in the real stuff people actually watch, not the stuff that pretentious douches go to act like they're better than everybody else. Is it whoever choreographed the play? You know Ian's old as shit. Don't put him near the edge of the stage. Put him near the back, so if he falls, he's not hurting anybody but himself. Is it the woman? Gandalf fell on you. Stop complaining and just take your money. Pat, we'll kick it to you first.
Oh, this is easy. It's Kevin Spacey.
Oh.
Kevin Spacey ruined for all the old gay queen men Hollywood. Kevin Spacey made it so now they have to go back to theater because they can go fuck younger men there. And Gandalf has to go back to the theater, go to Broadway and go all these places, West End and London, all that stuff, because that's where he can take advantage of the young men. Can't do it in Hollywood anymore because Kevin Spacey ruined that shit. Gandalf could just hang out and go fuck Frodo, whatever he wanted to do. And now he can't do that anymore. Now he's got to go back to theater. And now he's there. He's old. He's turned on. There's so many supple young boys. Their shirts are off. They're behind it. They're back in a theater in a dusty area. He loves the setting of the betrayal, how he's going to say, "You shall not pass until I run through your ass." And he's so excited about doing that shit that he fucking gets all lightheaded from all the fucking cum and he falls off the goddamn stage. So fuck you, Kevin Spacey. You ruined gay men's fucking.
I did not see that coming, but I can't argue with you. It's the most
of the day. See it coming.
My piece of shit is Ian McKellen for not running back on stage in an all-white outfit of whatever he was wearing before. Just like Gandalf the Grey came back as Gandalf the White. Like, wait for a key plot point and then run on stage and kick your understudy off and be like, no, Ian the White's back.
He comes out, but instead of a wheelchair because he's hurt, he comes out in that thing that the rat wizard was fucking riding. Remember that?
Oh, yes, dude. That'd be so fucking sick. Well, thank you for indulging my nerdum.
We both nerded out with our Lord of the Rings knowledge. Sorry, dorks.
Yeah, I hope you guys in the chat enjoyed that. But that's what I just thought it was a fun little story.
It was a fun little story. And I thank you for saying I needed to hear that. I did. Now I'll go to theater waiting to catch an old man. Like, I'm like, yeah, I can't wait.
In your mouth?
In my mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been our show. Thank you so much. Tomorrow morning, there will not be an 8 a.m. show, so I apologize. If you want to catch up show us the week before, you can do it here on YouTube, or you can get over to the Patreon. If you haven't seen our last Thursday thoughts, get over there as well. Tomorrow, sometime in the afternoon, we will let you know. I'll put up a thing here on the YouTube, so subscribe to this. Make sure that will send you a notification of what time we'll be going live. And then these shows, if you don't catch them live in the afternoon, you still want to watch in the morning, they will be on in the mornings. You just won't be able to do a live comment with us. It'll be played from the 4:30 to 6:30 or whatever time we're going to do, probably 4 to 6, something around there. That time we'll do it live in the afternoon and then play it the next morning. So there will be nothing tomorrow morning, but there will be something tomorrow afternoon. We'll let you know ASAP. Please hit like, please hit subscribe. Bobby, just so you know, it's been working. I guess whatever those guys are doing out there, we are less than 1,000 hours away from the viewer thing to be monetized. I checked it out today.
Thank you so much, guys.
We were about 1,600 hours away, and it's not just because we've been putting out more episodes. It's because you guys are watching and stuff. Please just keep watching. We just need a little bit less than 1,000 hours, and then we can be monetized, and that would be really helpful there. Free Pat's Twitter. Yeah, I don't. It's because we said the word retard. They're not letting anyone out. I feel that we're just stuck, so we can't use it at all, but whatever. But yeah, we thank you guys very much. We can just keep it going. So just let the shows play in the background, do whatever. Let's get those hours built up. Let's keep watching all that stuff. Really appreciate you guys doing all that stuff. This weekend, Friday and Saturday, one show each. Me and Bobby and a very funny comedy, Mike Massaro, at the River Waterfront Restaurant in Weathersfield. You get your tickets at comedycraftbeer.com. If you're living in Connecticut or Western Mass, it's very close to you there, so please come on out, check out those shows. It'll be a lot of fun. And of course, my album recording where Bobby will be there as well will be one show Thursday, one show Friday, two shows Saturday, August 8th, 9th, and 10th. Tickets will be available this week, very soon, at Comics Roadhouse, COMIX, comicsroadhouse.com. Make sure you get your tickets. If you're going to stay overnight, make sure you get your hotel, hang out with us. Those will be the days we might be able to do like a morning one. Either way, we're going to record a podcast on one of the times. So just let us know if you can come, and then we can hang out with you guys as well. So, Bobby, what do you got?
I just wanted to say thank you to the fans so much for doing what you're doing. I know Terry says he's rotating our playlist all day long. So thank you guys.
It's
It
helping,
truly
man.
is
Thank you.
rewarding. It really is helping. I love you guys. And if you can't beat them, or if you can't join them, beat them, or ignore them, and don't be a piece of shit.
Yeah.